So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was a tag team match between the two teams, Sasha Banks and Naomi versus Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley in a tag team match, and we had the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Carmella and Zelina Vega watching this match from ringside. Now, it was a pretty good tag team match. Now, I see a lot of people get mad that Sasha Banks is teaming up with Naomi now and all that with them forming tag teams out of nowhere. But if you think about it, Sasha Banks and Naomi actually used to team up before as Team Bad back in I want to say 2015. So yeah, they do get some history as a tag team and all that. So yeah, I don't get why a lot of people's complaining about it, but it's whatever. But yeah, so yeah, it was a pretty good tag team match between the two teams. And at the very ending of this match, we seen at one point Naomi hitting a split-legged moonsault onto Rhea Ripley. She pins her, and then Liv Morgan breaks up the pin at 2. And that's when Sasha Banks comes into the ring, throwing Liv Morgan out the ring. But then Naomi and Sasha Banks set up Rhea Ripley on the top turnbuckle. They climb up there with her, trying to hit a double superplex onto Rhea Ripley off the turnbuckle. But then Liv Morgan comes up and then goes underneath him for the power bomb, and pretty much it was a double power bomb, double superplex off the top turnbuckle. So yeah, that's what happened. And all 4 women was laid out in the middle of the ring, and then Shayna Baszler and Natalya comes down, beating them down and led to disqualification. So yeah, that's what happened, and yep. I want to say Sasha Banks and Naomi possibly won. I think it was the first one's attack, but it was probably a no contest or whatever. So yeah, that's what happened. They was getting beat down by Shayna Baszler and Natalya because they've been complaining about for weeks how they've been wanting a shot for the women's tag team titles. And then Carmella and Zelina Vega comes through, beating them down as well. Sasha Banks and Naomi and Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. So yeah, and then they stand tall, holding up the tag team titles, with them staring at Natalya and Shayna Baszler. So yeah, that's what happened there, and for that match. And since it led to disqualification or whatever, I'll just give it 2 stars. Actually, I'll just give it a star and a half. That's what I'll give it. It was a pretty good match, but I hate it when and then a disqualification. But yeah, that's what happened there. But then we got Johnny Knoxville, and he sent a video saying that he accepts Sami Zayn's challenge. So yeah, WrestleMania, Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville in a pretty much no disqualification match at WrestleMania. But up next, it looked like Pat McAfee will be going to Mr. McMahon's office up next on SmackDown. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later until then.